The Tech Disruptors podcast is brought to you by the Average Dad Tech Store and Stellar Data Recovery.
My left video just went viral.
Sound the alarm, roll out the red carpet. You can call me the winner or don't even try to call it. Against all odds, I bullseye every target, but they should have seen us coming. Don't they know what they started? Oh, this what I'm on. When I'm in my zone, I can't do no wrong. We gon' need to make room on the throne for a brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tech Disruptors podcast. My name is Darren, and I am back with the boss himself.
Yeah, AKA
this guy.
Da Boss. Yeah, my name is
Da
Jason.
Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love how you gave yourself a da designation,
Yeah,
not
you know,
the.
that'd be a little more trendy.
A da. Yeah. We're back. I took a little hiatus last week. Jason manned the helm and did an exceptional job.
We got a lot of comments that everyone missed you, Darren.
Yeah, I got to get some shit out to Richard. Richard, if you're listening, buddy, I saw your comment. All right. I remember this. I'll come for you. No, we're back another week, another crazy, and we've just started October. And for those of you who don't know the world of tech, October is the busiest month of the year. Literally, it has a designated name. Yep. What's the name, Jason?
Techtober.
Techtober.
And Techtober lasts almost till, I want to say, through February.
Yeah, I mean, last year we were still talking about products right up until I think our final end of the year show.
Well, you got those Chinese releases that come out like in October, then the globals come out right before the end of the year, and you have Samsung at the first of the year, and we got the new Snapdragon chipset. We got all kind. I mean, my run sheet is like new phone. So I mean, it is what it is,
But you know what? It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter how many phones they release. And you know, again, we've been talking about this off air about how many of these things could you possibly invest in with your own money? If you had endless amounts of money and you love to stay ahead of the curve, you would be blowing through your money like no man's business. Like, I know Jason sold both his kidneys and a lung, so he hasn't got long to live, but he's going to have all of the latest and greatest tech.
I've got a machine going right now, so we'll see how long it lasts. The battery.
Yeah, that little dull hum you hear in the background, that's actually he's keeping him alive.
It's not a dryer, right?
It's not a dryer. It's not a dryer. So, Jason, I know we've talked a lot about robotics in the past, and I want to kick things off, going back to like a classic Tech Disruptors starting format earlier in the year. So it's very rare that we find some really cool robotic stories, but you guys know we're big fans of these. We tend to stumble across these.
Yeah, so heavy hitters are getting more advanced with their robotics, it seems. Like AI and robotics are starting to have that marriage, and it's quite interesting.
It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, you could say it's scary.
We're staying up at night, you know, we're thinking about it. Jason's got a doomsday vault where he's just got like, you know, a bunch of shotguns and a chainsaw or two.
Well, just in case Elon's... what are they? The Optimus
robots
trying to knock on my door and come inside. Again, I go back to that. What's that? Mitchell's Against the World or whatever. That cartoon on Netflix.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have to paint like a smiley face on them so they look friendly.
That's exactly right. And again, we've talked about this before too. I don't know why we got a little robotic face story coming up a little later on, but. Why they have to put faces on these things, I still don't understand. But we'll come back to that in a second. Now, I don't know if you covered this one last week, Jason. Did you cover the robot that was wrecked by the chainsaw on your show last week?
No, I did not. No, we only covered one, I think, but not that one.
So I'm going to jump and start with this one. So this is one that caught my attention last week. I sent it through to our little collection of stories, but we didn't quite get to it. So I'm just going to set this up by saying, for some reason, like as human beings, we seem to be dead set on making robots invincible. So I'm going to pull up this video here. I'm going to pull it up on a separate tab here so you guys can see it. But this is a chainsaw versus a robot. Now, what makes this...
Wow.
Well, so here is the thing. So basically, this company here is testing the notion that what happens if you have a robotic animal, dog, human, and you were to cut off one of its limbs with a chainsaw? Could it adapt
So they're doing tests, right? Is what it
Yes.
sounds like. So
Correct.
There was a time, and I can't speak for the whole world, but it may be even going on now. Real world testing on humans used to happen hundreds of years ago, and
Yes, it
obviously
did.
now it's inhumane, unethical.
Yep.
So when is this going to happen with robots and AI? When is it going to become unethical to do testing like
Well,
this?
you know what's funny? So when I watched this video, I actually feel bad for the robot. I know that sounds
know.
it sounds crazy because it's not a living thing, but you watch this thing and it's freaking
Well,
terrifying.
there it goes back. That's why they put faces on them. That's why they give them names. And,
Human, yeah, make them more
so
human.
It makes you feel like you're connected to them. Yeah.
So anyway, here is the video in question. I'm going to just mute the music because it has like a hardcore rock track in the background for some reason. But okay, in this video, you're going to see this robot dog have not one, but I think multiple limbs severed off with a chainsaw to see if it can adapt. If you're a little bit sensitive to robot violence, trigger warning. Here we go.
This is MA14 from Sir Audio Cylinder. That sound is not good. Humans are assholes.
I'll just let it go a little longer because I think
It's kind of cool how it does adapt.
yeah. That's crazy that it. So let me just pause up on that one just a second. So for those of you who are listening at home, in the video here, one of the guys they're testing what happens if you knocked out a robot dog's front legs, made him inactive. It adapted and started walking on two legs.
And not
Like
just that,
after
when they chopped the legs, it adapted to walking differently.
yeah.
My question is, when are these robots and AI going to say, "Hey, enough's enough," and fight back?
And that's exactly my question, right? So, like in this video, and I'm just going to let it play in the background. I know for those of you who are watching live right now, but essentially they're testing what happens if you have a robot, AI, dog, cat, human being, and you essentially hinder its ability to walk or move.
Wow,
and what they're
that's
finding, yeah, so what they're finding here with this company is that it quickly adapts. So it'll find another way to keep mobility going, which is kind of a
goes
scary.
back to the AI, right? They're utilizing
Yes.
AI to help it. It's like anything else, like self-driving vehicles. They have a million things.
Yeah,
running
like
in the background.
safeguards. Yeah.
Well, just to have the adaptation of adding a payload.
Yeah.
Like they said, for those not watching, they put pipes on like a 3-inch higher legs and see how
Yeah.
it walks, and it automatically adapts. It's crazy.
It's nuts, yeah. So again, I'm not a big fan. I kind of feel bad. Like I know they're robots, they're not real things, but you're slicing their legs off with a chainsaw and then seeing if they survive. Like, pretty terrifying stuff.
I mean, think about it. You put a bunch of people in a room and you're like, "Hey, we're gonna cut your limbs off and see how you." I mean, we'd probably die, obviously.
Yeah, well, of course, right?
Hey, Darren, we're going to remove both your kidneys and half of your lungs. Let's see how long you last.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. Well, I mean, that's what the machines are for, right? That's what they're there.
Right.
Now, the other one that Jason was talking about is actually how do we put this? The brainchild, the Tesla Optimus robot, which I still think is a pretty awesome name for.
It's basically Elon in a robot, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, okay, so I'll pull up the article. So this is from a website called Interesting Engineering, and so basically, they're testing with a lot of robotics now. They're testing, I guess, fightability, we'll call it, like of robots. Like what happens if we fight back? And there's been a lot of these articles, a lot of these videos in the last month and a half. So it's been a big priority for a lot of these robotics companies is, so what happens if we start kicking the shit out of it? Is it going to fight back, or are there protocols in place? So the video in question is this one here. And this is from, I think Elon's.
And this is the Optimus, right?
Optimus robot, yeah.
Now,
so
before you
in this
play,
yeah.
in the past, there was a release of the Robotaxi. I forget what they called it.
Yes. Yep.
But they had these serving drinks and telling jokes
Yeah.
and interacting with people. And it looked like there was somebody probably close by, like remote controlling it.
Controlling them, yes.
So I don't know if that's still going on, but I would assume this is a proof of more.
I think it's proof of reality. I mean, he's saying it's AI based.
Okay. What's
so
Grok? Is it Grok?
That's Grok, correct. Yeah, yes. Okay. So here on the article, just really quickly before you hit play here, it says that Tesla is moving, the robots are moving from scripted teleoperated demos towards robots that can respond autonomously in real time. So this is real time reaction.
So basically everything I just said.
Yeah, so it's not somebody in a suit. It is a robot, but they're trying to make them autonomous now. They try and adapt in real time. So this is a kung fu expert essentially kicking the shit out of an Optimus robot. It's so weird. I don't know. Okay, so the premise here.
I've seen a hell of a lot more smoother movements than that robot. That thing was not very smooth.
So, okay, can I ask you a question? Every time I see these Optimus robots, and I know that they've fooled us before with like humans dressed as robots, I can't help but think that it still looks kind of off. Like it doesn't look real.
I mean, it looks real, but it doesn't seem as like the
fluid.
Movement. Yeah, it doesn't seem as fluid. And I know that this guy's not going to start kicking a bunch of metal and plastic to actually fight it. And it looks like it's a pre-learned like routine.
Action. That's correct. So,
I don't know. This isn't impressive to me. I mean, I'm sure that robot probably cost over $1 million, but so far I have not been impressed with the Optimus robots just because of what we've seen. But like I said, it's all growing, so.
Yeah, I have to wonder. My big thing about this is, so with these Optimus robots, how much money is Elon Musk investing in like the robotics side of Tesla versus their self-driving stuff?
I'm sure a lot. Didn't you hear what he got? He got like a pay of like $1 trillion. He's the first CEO to get $1 trillion worth of like stock, and he invested a bunch. He bought more, or I don't know. I mean, he only owns like 19 or 20% of the company, but Grok is already in their cars, like their AI.
Yeah. 100%.
It's pretty damn good, to be honest with you. But
I know you have your Tesla, right?
Yeah, I do, and it's funny. My daughter was talking about some kind of music, and I decided to say, "Hey, Grok, what is this?" And it actually answered and gave a really good answer.
Oh, okay. So it's getting smarter, you say. But that's okay. But yeah, so Jason's distracted. He's a robot himself.
My dog just jumped up next to me, so I wanted to make sure she wasn't going to like attack me.
I would love to see that on a live video podcast. Just
the dog comes jumping.
That would make an amazing short. Could you imagine? But yeah, so I know the Optimus robots from Tesla, they're very interesting, but this one, compared to what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, that one doesn't seem as smart, I guess we'll say, as some of the other options that are out there. But cool to see that it can fight back. Why they need to fight back against humans, I have no idea. But sure, why not?
You can't tell me that the government's not looking into AI soldiers. Just like
100%,
and all that crap, it's along those lines. And a defense contract would be probably worth a hell of a lot of money, aka Tony Stark style,
Yeah, I think honestly, the race is to make like an iron suit. I honestly believe that's what it's about. I honestly feel like that's the play.
I hope somebody starts Stark Industries and actually literally does that.
Can you imagine? Just you just need someone who's got way too much money to pull that off and to start going for it.
Elon Musk does.
He does. This is true. Yeah, this is true. Now, one thing that you and I both agree on, and this is our last robotics term. Sorry if you're sick of them already. We always agree that it's very easy to tell if a robot is not human by their face, because it doesn't quite look right. There's something that's not quite gelling in the expression, the eyes, the ears, etc. But a Chinese company has been working hard to create the most realistic robot face to make humanoid robots more approachable and relatable. Now, this is a company called Headform. They do research on human-robot interactions in various industries, but they have created what could be the creepiest robot face and most realistic robot face of all. So, Jason, I want you to give me a scale of 1 to 10 here. How realistic and believable this robot face is compared to other ones that we've seen here on this channel. All right, so let's see what you think. I don't know if there's sound, but let's go. Wow. So this is the most humanoid-looking robot face ever designed by a company here. So that's terrifying. I have just taken out, a new loan to protect myself from the incoming robot invasion. This one is creepily lifelike, like probably the closest we've seen to human expression and human emotion. I'm just going to let it play in the background for those of you who are watching live, but it is all kinds of creepy. If you're listening on Spotify, the very next day this show's on.
I'd like to say what I think is
Jason
more realistic.
More realistic? Okay. But just really quickly, for those of you who are listening on Spotify, imagine the most looking human expression you could get out of a robot. It's really creepy. It kind of looks like Gal Gadot.
I would say 6 or 7 out of 10.
Oh, 100%. I would say a solid 7 there on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Jason, you say you have a robot face that is more realistic?
Oh, 100%. Now, it's not a video, so we'll have to deal with it. But it's definitely friendlier.
Friendlier, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes. Right. Yes, I remember these.
Look how friendly it is for you guys.
I know. You draw a face on there.
I mean, look. I mean, they have the smiley face.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That's from what TV show, Jason?
That's from Mitchell's versus the Machines. I was just talking
That's
about.
right. Mitchell's versus Machines. That's right. I couldn't remember the name. Yes. Kind of creepy, but I love it. I love it. I don't know why. I know we're trying to make them human-like, and I guess there is applications for human-like robots.
We're in the infancy of AI and robots. I think things are going to change, and I think it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's scary shit, of course, but I'm not too worried about it.
Now let's move out of the world of robotics for a second here, and let's move on to Techtober. Now I'm going to start with a little bit of Jace, go ahead.
Well, there's a couple things. We talked about it at the end of the wrap up last week, but it's not necessarily a Techtober issue. It's more of a safety issue.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard. So a while back, there was a couple companies that were racing to make health fitness products. Correct?
Yes, I do remember.
And Samsung, amongst other companies, have decided they thought, let's make a smart ring.
Oh, yes. Please share. Thank you for bringing this up. Yes.
So I don't know how widespread this is. You know how the media is. Like one Note 7 explodes, and now we can't.
Yeah, it's all going to hell. Yes.
So apparently the ring, if you guys have them, I don't know what kind of batteries they use. I'm assuming it's lithium.
Yes.
It started to swell.
Yes. On a tech YouTuber's finger too, out of all people.
Yes. And he had to have it removed at a hospital.
Yeah. So Daniel Rotar is the YouTuber.
Look at that.
Yeah, so basically this kind of broke news this week. He took a picture, there's a photo up on the screen right now, of his finger very swelled, like the ring swelling around his finger essentially. And it having to be physically removed because the battery started to swell.
How do you not feel it getting swollen more tight? Like
Well, I was thinking about that. So to answer your question, I was thinking that, I mean, most of the human body will swell and de-swell with like salt and dehydration and
Of course.
stuff like
Yeah, I don't wear it now, but my
Yeah.
wedding ring, same thing. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
hard. Women will say the same thing with their wedding ring. It's hard to get off sometimes, or
Yeah.
people gain weight, lose weight. Yeah.
I actually wonder if maybe it was kind of like a air pressure thing. Because he wasn't on the plane yet, was he? I think this was in the airport.
Yeah,
I
but
remember
we
right.
also know that certain kinds of batteries and Android don't get along. We have the Pixel series having a bunch of swelling issues. Samsung in the past,
Tends to be a big Samsung issue, though. You notice that?
which is weird because Apple doesn't use any special
No.
technology for their. But so I don't know, and they're saying it's a swelling issue, and I don't know how widespread it is. I didn't really read the whole article, but you can see if in this picture,
Yeah.
those who are watching, you can see that where the battery has become swollen.
It's a slightly terrifying. Like, it really is. It's slightly
Have you ever
terrifying.
had a ring on your finger and you
Yeah, it
can't
gets
get
stuck.
off?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little nerve wracking. So.
It's panic inciting. Now, my question is, how did they get it off eventually? Like, was it they cut it off?
Well, you're looking at it right here. It doesn't look cut to me.
No. So I guess they put like medical grade lube like Jason uses on there and then just kind of
I don't
seal it
use
off.
medical grade, but yeah.
Oh,
Maybe Vaseline, Astroglide,
Yeah.
whatever they can find.
But
baby
now,
oil.
like, let me ask you something. So you're in the airport, this ring's starting to swell up on your finger. You don't go to the washroom and try like fucking hand soap or anything to try to get this fucking thing off? Like, it seems weird. It seems weird to me. There's a bit of BS in this story.
Who was the tech guy?
Daniel Rota, which is he's a YouTuber. He's pretty well known. Just up above
is
his.
this one of those clout chasing things? Get 15
That's
minutes
what
of
I
fame?
wonder.
I'm not saying it is. I don't know this guy. I don't. Maybe I've seen his videos. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it seems like Samsung gets picked up on these a lot. Like, I
Yeah.
get it. They had a phone that exploded and caught on fire. Whatever.
Yeah. And here I have had my Samsung phone just attached to a wireless charger for the last 4 hours, thinking nothing of it. So, it's just.
I don't know. I don't know if this is something that.
Okay, so Jason, let me give you a hypothetical here, right?
Sure,
You're in
sure,
your airport in where are you?
It would be
Ohio?
probably. We could say Dayton, Ohio, or Columbus.
Okay, so you're in Dayton, Ohio's airport. It's fucking 2 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. You have to fly home. This ring starts swelling. You start to feel it on your finger.
Well, hold on.
You don't-
If I'm in Dayton,
yeah.
Ohio, I wouldn't be flying home.
Okay, you're
already-
catching a train home. Fuck anything. Anyway, so my point is like you wouldn't get butter. You wouldn't go to a restaurant and say,
Well, I would go in the bathroom with soap
oil.
and water.
yeah,
Like, soap
Yeah,
is a
li-
lubricant. I mean, I would try what I can. So anyways, yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. I mean,
But-
a car guy, you have silicone spray.
Yeah.
WD-40, like spray
like,
something. to get that
like
shit
you're
off.
okay. So in an airport, let's just imagine you have grease, oil, butter. Like there's a million and one things that could get that ring off. But
And there's
yet,
stores all around an airport.
Yeah.
You can find any of that stuff.
come on, hand cream. Fuck off, Daniel Rhoda. You're full of shit, dude. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm calling BS on it. I don't believe
And
it.
I guess the flip side is if you cut it,
It's gonna pop.
wouldn't that explode?
Yeah.
Because trust me, I've got a hole in my carpet trying to replace a battery.
There you go. See.
Yeah, and
Yes. Jason had a cock ring and it went sideways, and it was
Yeah, it was a
unfortunately-
smart cock ring. Yep.
Yeah,
All
smart
the-
cock ring. Hey, there's
Could
a
you
$1 million
imagine-
idea.
Could you imagine? Holy shit! It's swelling up. I can't feel it.
I don't know. I call BS on that. I thought that was a bit of bullshit when I saw it the other day.
That's
too,
not
so.
really Techtober. I just wanted to squeeze that in.
No,
But
thank you for bringing that up because I forgot about that actually, and I was like, hang on a second, we got to talk about this. That's a good thing to.
So me and Devin covered last week, and we talked about the CMF over-the-ear headphones.
Yes.
The Headphone Pro. So
Yes.
he said if it's under $50, hell yeah, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
And my exact words, it's going to be under 100.
100. Yeah,
Exactly.
and you were right.
And I was exactly right. Now, if you bought it in the U.S., now I did pre-order these. They got them. I think they got like 10%. It was like $82 or something.
Yeah.
The selling point is obviously it's cheaper, physical controls, so there's no touch. It's
Yeah.
all like actual, just like the headphone ones.
Yep.
And then the cups are interchangeable,
Yeah.
but they're not available.
Yeah.
So like I ordered the gray ones. I was gonna get the orange cups just to make it look unique.
Yeah.
None of the cups are available. the change.
CMF are weird like that.
That's
like
what
they
the
had
CMF phone. They had the CMF phone with all those accessories, but in the U.S. we couldn't get any of them.
Yeah.
Now they did spin off the CMF brand, and I hear it's going to be an Indiana.
Yeah.
An India only brand maybe in the future. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I mean, there are so many headphones and earbuds out there that
I know
isn't cheap. I mean, like Wise, for example. I used to use these are Sony's. I used to use Wise for our live stream. They're like $60.
Yeah.
Is this a good position for CMF to be in at the headphone?
Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, over-the-ear headphones, I think about Anchor and Soundcore, their brand Soundcore.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Every one of their headphones and earphones that I've ever reviewed under $150 has been incredible.
Right.
And how do you compete against a brand like that? I mean, I'm sure they look nice and they got sliders and faders.
Well, and they've got the design. CMF is known for design. I mean, this color is not the greatest. You don't like green.
No, I hate green.
I don't think they look terrible. They look well made, and from what people have said, they aren't bad. And the replacement cushions are only $25. But I mean, the headphone ones were probably the best headphones I've ever used, and I have Sony 4s right now or 5s. I can't remember. But they're $299. So this is a third of the price.
Yeah.
It's got everything else. It still uses the same app as all the other headphones, and it obviously black gray, and I got the light gray. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they look nice.
CMF earbuds, I have like 4 pairs of them. They're amazing. They're probably the best earbuds for the price you can buy. I mean, in my opinion. Yes, there's probably better at $400, but for $60. So I'm going to give them a shot. I use over the earphones only for podcast, for the
me too. I usually they're in my ears. Yeah.
So, and I believe, I don't know for 100%. I believe there's a wired connection on this too. I couldn't find much information on that, but either way, that's the first thing I saw on Techtober. We mentioned at the end of the live stream, and I wanted to have Devin. So, Devin, if you watch this or listen to this later on, ha, I was right, you were wrong. So this basically means he's not going to buy them because $50, it's not less than $50. So.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a cheap pair of headphones, it might be a good play. Sure.
I think they look interesting. I think that's what I shouldn't say kids. I think that's what people are looking for. Something that's a little different. I mean, people complain iPhone. All iPhones look the same. Oh, great. We all have the same AirPod. For me, I want to be different.
Well, speaking of different, so with Techtober, I know Jason's a little different. He's unique. But speaking of Techtober, so usually we talk a lot about phones, but something really caught my attention this week that I didn't expect it to. So I bought, you may remember I was talking to Jason about this. I bought an Amazon Kindle, my first Amazon Kindle when I went to Australia. Just a cheapy paperweight, nothing fancy. It was like $79. But I know that they have higher end versions. Now, this caught my attention this week because it looks beautiful.
The new one?
So this is the Kindle Scribe Color Soft.
For those listening, was this just released when they released the new Alexa 2?
Yes, it was. Correct.
So Amazon had a big event where they finally announced Alexa Plus, whatever their new AI assistant is, who it's coming to. Now, I have an Astro. Hopefully, I'll get it eventually. Yeah. They also announced a new UI for their Fire TV, not based on Android anymore. And then, obviously, because Android and Google can't get along. And then this is something I saw, too. And I'm glad you brought it up because it's one thing I did not mention earlier or say for our run sheet.
So for those of you who don't know about the Kindle Scribe is essentially an e-ink tablet. And so the latest push from Amazon has been to bring color to these e-ink screens because notoriously they're just like black and white and, a little bit blasé or bland. But this color version looks absolutely stunning. So it's a fast, fluid experience, and for those of you who've seen some reviews, you will know that usually e-ink is a bit laggy, especially on the refresh rates and stuff like that. But along comes this, paper-like design, this new Kindle Scribe that is ultra thin, 40% faster, has a massive 11-inch glare-free display, and is color.
And you can get it like any book, like it's a Kindle app. Okay.
Yeah. So basically you can take notes, you can download Kindle books, like the closed door open window, which is available now. Shameless plug. Sorry, we'll talk about that later on.
No. There you go.
Oh, you already got it.
I was ready. I was.
You were ready
for you. Yeah,
I was not going to. That was not my intention to plug my book here.
So you guys, if you haven't known, it's a book, but it's a play, correct?
Oh, it is a play. This is correct. Yes.
So I have purchased this. Darren has written this. You can get it if you look here. I didn't zoom in, but if you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free.
Yes,
or
correct.
$5.99 or $7. I bought the paperback. I have not read it. I have not had the time.
That's okay. He will read it eventually.
I read the first page.
Yes, nice.
But Darren didn't autograph for me, so I'm kind of upset. So.
I will send you an autographed copy. Don't worry. I'll send you the Kindle Unlimited version.
So I apologize. As you were going through this, I was pulling that up because I figured.
Thank you, but that was not my play. But if you do want to check it out, it is available on Amazon worldwide. Check it out. But back to this one. So I am. You may remember, Jason. I want to just bring your attention back to something else that we talked about earlier on in the year. It was I think it was a laptop. What was that laptop called?
Is this the one you were interested in testing?
The
right?
Daylight computer. Hang on.
Well, hold on. What is the price of this new color?
Oh, that's a really good question. I believe it was down here somewhere. $629.
Holy sh! Okay, back up.
Yes.
So it's called the what? The Scribe, right?
The Scribe Colorsoft. That is correct. Yes.
So it's not just an e-ink reader.
No.
It's also for taking notes and writing, correct?
Yeah. Exactly. You can see here in this image, like this is exactly what it's designed for. Like I think
what else
it's.
Can you do with it? Does it have apps? I mean, that's the question.
It doesn't. I believe it doesn't have like Google apps or anything. I believe it's like Kindle.
It's not gonna have Google apps. We know that.
Yeah, and their own like proprietary apps, running apps. Now, let me ask you something, Jason. You remember the week before last we were talking about the Mont Blanc one?
Oh yeah.
Which was around $9.99, and that was just black and white. And from a company that maybe has a little less of a track record
well,
for
they have
making.
a track record for being expensive.
Well, there's that, yeah.
But not making quality electronic. You're right.
Yeah. So you may remember we talked about this earlier on in the year. It might have been back in January. This was the Daylight computer, which was essentially kind of like a Kindle Scribe with an e-ink display.
Tech Disruptors to give us a copy of that thing.
I've been trying to get my hands on a sample of this product, Jason. I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
For months. It's been an 8-month endeavor. And every time I think I'm about to have a breakthrough, it falls through yet again. But so this new Kindle Scribe essentially is designed to be a productivity assistant to kind of make sure that you are, doing things in a colorful way, we'll say.
Let me ask you this. Do people want this? Now, Kindles are very popular, especially for those who read books, because it replaces your entire bookshelf, and you can put hundreds of books on there, and with the subscription fee, you get a lot of free books. I don't know. Is this something people want for that much?
Yeah, I mean, for the value proposition, it is definitely not worth it.
For $600, I can get a OnePlus Pad 3.
Yeah.
And I can read books on it, and I can play games, and have access to Google, and have stylus support, and have a keyboard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think it's a cool concept, and e-ink is going to have a hell of a lot better battery life, but you still are limited in what you can do.
I will say, though, that you can import documents from Google Drive and OneDrive for markup. And so you have the ability to bring in other docs, which is kind of interesting.
Okay. So for those like you, because you write, and I mean, when I write, I mean, I don't actually physically write, but I think if you send it off to an editor and they're editing it and they can kind of physically, old school,
make markups,
things and make notes and say, add this, add that.
Yeah.
I can see it. For me, it doesn't seem like that. I mean, I've written articles, obviously, but nothing to that extreme. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting value proposition at $649 or whatever it is.
Like
That's
$399. I think that would be a steal. I think
is that more expensive than the OnePlus Pad 3?
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to say it's $499.
Oh my goodness! So it's like more expensive than a.
Well, and if you pre-order, they gave you the keyboard and stylus.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, right? Yeah. So Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like,
Does
okay,
that Kindle have a Snapdragon Elite processor?
no, it doesn't. It probably has some Gen 1, fucking MediaTek.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, and I don't know what's going on with Amazon. They're trying to distance themselves away from Android as far as possible.
Yeah.
So like their app store is pretty much gone, and
Yeah.
then they're trying to switch. I don't know if the Kindle Fires are even something anymore.
I don't even know if they had. I don't even know if they have them anymore.
I don't know. I think
Do they
there's
have them anymore?
I want to say there's a Pro that comes
Yeah.
with a keyboard that was introduced like last year or year before, but yeah, I don't know. My kids were real big on the Kindles,
Yeah.
the Fire tablets, just because they were cheap, and I had kids.
Yeah.
And they played basic stuff, but
Yeah.
YouTube access was restricted, which was fine when you have kids. I know, shame on me. Parent gives my kid electronic device. I know.
So here's the thing, though, right? If you think back to the Amazon, what was it, Fire tablet? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think that was really the first. That was like around just before, I think, the first iPad. Was it
I don't
like?
know. The first.
I want to say like around the same time, and I think that was kind of like the first of maybe like accessible tablet devices that were
Here's
affordable.
the problem. I didn't know one single adult. Now I could be wrong.
Has
that
one?
used a Fire tablet. I think it was all
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah,
and that's
Yeah.
why I think the Fire phones struggled so bad, because there was that they had the Pro version. The
yeah.
tablet now is supposed to be.
Well,
more
I remember.
like-
So Amazon sent me one for a review.
What,
It was like a
tablet or
later
phone?
generation, a Fire tablet, like the
Okay.
10-inch one, whatever that was. I think
Yeah,
it might have been
they're-
like
they're
5 years
decent
ago.
devices. They're not bad.
Yeah. I remember I gave it to a buddy at work because he was learning how to play guitar. And he could just pull up the music on the screen.
Right.
And that was about as much as that could handle, like processing wise. Like,
When my
you
kids
weren't
got
playing
into-
high
when
end
my
games.
kids got into Roblox and stuff, and they realized
Yeah.
that you had to side load it, and then it was like choppy, and
Yeah.
And I know Roblox
Yeah.
is a joke, but yeah.
I mean, I know Amazon's trying to keep their Alexa line alive, but I think, quickly surpassing it is another company that we have to really talk about because they're having a big launch.
They just did, didn't they? Announced a big announcement.
Well, so we talked about this a few weeks ago again.
Yep.
So Gemini is coming to your smart devices on October 27th, I believe.
Well,
And
if you have the Pixel tablet. No, I have the Pixel tablet with the base,
yes.
so it pretty much turns it into a smart display, and it already
Yes.
has Gemini. It already has it. So it's
Well,
actually
so
really good.
these are for the old school AI Nest
yes, like
speakers.
I have a
Nest
Google
hubs.
Max, which is I
Yes.
guess that is right. No,
Yeah.
that's not the Max. Is that the
No,
Max?
that's the other one. The
Nest Audio?
Yeah, something like that.
So so the Google Max is like before Nest.
But you'll get it.
Yeah, I was told
Yeah.
every speaker is going to get this.
So a little pro tip for those of you who have these devices, if you have the Google Home app and you have these all set up on that Google Home app, you can join the public preview.
Yes.
And that
Please
means
do.
apparently you'll be getting it a little earlier than everybody else, getting Gemini on your devices. So if you are somebody that has a Google Home app, go right now, take a look. There's a join the public beta or like the public preview, I think it's called there. Yeah, Jason has it on screen right
I
there.
literally just opened it. It said Google Home is coming. Gemini for Home is coming soon.
Yes. So it's rolling out. And I think if you have one of these speakers, it changing over to Gemini might breathe a whole bunch of new life into this product.
Really? Do you think people?
Well,
that
it's
use
gonna
the
be
Google
smarter.
Assistant on their smart speakers are asking? Well, you know what? I think so, because you can get. I mean, Gemini is amazing.
It's a
Really
big
good.
step up from the assistant. Yeah. Like, okay, so Jason, I'll tell you, I have this exact speaker you see on the screen right there in my home.
That's a Nest Audio, right?
Yeah. It's in our kitchen and my wife plays music on it normally, but occasionally she will ask the Google Assistant for an answer to something. And 95% of the time it's met with from my wife saying, this fucking thing is dumb. It doesn't work properly. Almost every single time because you
Really?
ask a question. Yeah, it just won't.
Here's what I
have a
found
response.
out. Here's what I found out. Whose account is it set up under?
Mine.
You know what the problem is?
It's not her voice.
It's set to your voice.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I
found out because my wife, she'll say, because we have a smart ceiling fan, and
Yeah.
we're so lazy, we say, hey, hot
Turn on
word,
the fan. Yeah.
turn on ceiling fan, and it turns it on. When she says it, I would say 7 out of 10 times it'll respond, but
Right.
most times it won't because it's all my account and it's got a
Right.
voice match. So my
Okay.
kids have a terrible time with it too. I don't know how to fix that. You think
Yeah.
that, I don't know if they allow you to add other voices, but
Yeah.
that could
Yeah,
be a
I mean,
problem. Tell your
that-
wife it's not Gemini, it's her voice.
Well, I mean,
Seriously.
she thinks all AI is dumb, so I mean, at the end of the day,
My wife
like,
doesn't use it. Like I'll talk to Gemini, and I just love it. Like you're literally having it. Like even Grok in my Tesla, it's like you're having a conversation.
yeah.
While you're driving, it's crazy. Yeah, whatever.
Now, let's talk phones for a second. So, Jason, how big is too big on a smartphone battery? How big is too big?
Well, couple things. You can.
That's
never
what
be
she
too
said.
Big. Yeah, it can never be too big. But it's not about size; it's about how you use it.
Is it? Correct. Yes.
The bigger the battery, the better. But
The thicker it gets, right?
usually. But my problem is a lot of these companies, we've already seen it. They make a Chinese version, and then the global version has a tiny battery because of regulation. So, I know what you're getting at. All these new phones coming up have huge
batteries.
silicon carbon batteries, but for some reason the US and the EU are like, we don't want Samsung and Apple to have competition, so we don't want bigger batteries over 5,500 or 6,000, whatever it is. But yes, continue, because the likes of OnePlus, Red Magic, Oppo, Vivo.
We're going to get to those in just a second.
Oh, there's so many phones, you guys.
So this is a little bit of an outsider one, and I just want to bring this to attention. So Doogie is bringing the Fire 5 Ultra, which for the record has to be one of the greatest named smartphones of all time. But I want you to listen to what this phone has, because it's fucking crazy. I love this. So it's coming with, and I'm not mincing words here, 13,000 milliamp hour battery. 13,000.
Yeah.
The iPhone has 5,000, just for context.
It's a thick phone.
It's going to be thick.
Yeah.
But it also has dual camping lights with 1,200 lumens of brightness on its rear panel.
Yep.
So you can basically illuminate a distance of up to 8 meters.
Yep.
8 meters of illumination from this device here. This thing's gonna be
okay. Darren, let me give you some context here.
Yeah.
I had a phone a couple years back. I think they still make them. I can't remember who makes them, but it's the Tank 1, Tank 2,
yes,
Tank 3.
That's right. Unihertz, I
think.
Tank
2 Pro. It's Unihertz, but it's like an offshoot.
Yeah, off-brand of Unihertz, yeah.
So it had like a 20,000 milliamp hour battery. It had camping lights, and it had police lights, which is illegal in the U.S. You can't put like flashing red and white or red and blue.
Yeah.
And it had sirens. And amazing. It had a 720p projector
built
into it.
I remember that phone. I remember you telling me about that phone.
Wasn't that good. They make tablets with the same thing. So Doji, or however you say it, and they're all making very similar phones, and I think they're also very rugged. So I think if you guys are in construction and you're out for 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, this phone is going to be more than enough. I don't know why you need a projector.
I'm going to just throw this out there. I'm just going through the specs. Okay, 256 gigabyte storage, 48 megapixel OmniVision camera, a Helio G81 SoC, which is not great.
That's terrible, yeah.
But it does have military standard certification, IP69K. I have no idea what the K stands for. I'm assuming that means like fucking tornado proof. Jason, how much does the phone weigh?
Jesus.
So let's give a context here. So let's get an iPhone 17.
I'm in the US, so I'm imperial, so no one's going to like how I weigh.
Okay, so in grams, the 17 Pro Max is 233 grams, okay?
The Pro Max is 233 grams?
That's the iPhone 17 Pro Max in grams.
I don't know, 900? I have no clue.
So this phone comes in at a very svelte 389 grams of weight. That is almost, half a kilo? Because 500 grams would be half a kilo, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine having that in your pocket?
Darren, look at this.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
1,800 milliamps.
Wow.
With a built-in DLP projector. And guess what the price is for this?
Yeah. $299.
No, come on.
$799.
$699.
$699. Okay. All right.
I wonder what the weight is. Is it
okay. Can I ask you how thick you reckon this is in millimeters? The doogie?
Oh Jesus. I don't know.
Almost 20 millimeters of thickness. It's 18.7 millimeters of thickness. Now, what's the one here? I wonder what this one is.
I'm looking at.
Might have to Gemini that to get the exact answer. But
well, of course, this is the specs, but they're not gonna. I mean, I thought it would.
They're never gonna have the. Oh wait, go down. It's 30. Go down. Right there, 30 millimeters. So this one actually is thicker than the one that Doogie's selling, which is crazy. But
also
that
a bigger battery too, right?
Well, also a bigger battery and a camera and a fucking projector on it too. So
projector. Look.
Yeah.
Why would you want to project? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop sharing this bit.
Was the projector good?
It's a projector and a camera. I mean, seriously,
right.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a cool. Like for me, when I had that, it's like the Moto mods. They had the projector you could slap on the back.
Yeah.
So like when my kids were young, we'd camp out in the backyard, and I'd throw YouTube on there. Who gives a crap if it's not 4K or 1080p or 720? So it was cool. It had lights, so you could light up the tent. It was a cool, but for I think the one I had was a 2. I didn't have the Tank 3. I think I paid a couple $100 for it. It was worth it.
The battery lasted for 3 months.
Oh, the battery! I mean, you could watch. I mean, it was crazy. And when your kids are acting up or you're trying to get something done, I remember when my kids were really little and they'd be in the bathtub, they'd be like not paying attention. I'd put that on the
and let them watch
and like put it up on the wall, and they'd be like, oh, you can finish my washing now.
Yep. So that's the Doogie. Now, the big talk of this week.
Is that part of Techtober, though?
That's part of Techtober. It's coming. So let's talk about OnePlus. So the specs for the OnePlus 15 have leaked.
Can I mention one thing about this?
Yes.
So my dad, and I don't know if he's listening right now, he's a huge OnePlus guy. I think he's got the last, the last
13.
They skipped the 14. He's upset.
Oh.
He says, now I don't know, I didn't look at the specs. There's no IR blaster.
I actually
now the Chinese
don't know.
version usually always does.
Yeah.
I don't care so much about IR blaster, and I don't know how many people actually do care. But he picks his phones based on an IR blaster. So you look at the specs. I don't know if you've seen it, but this phone looks like an iPhone.
It
iPhone S.
does and it doesn't. So it kind of gives me Pixel vibes more than iPhone.
It's a mix.
It's a mix. So
yeah.
What was I think at the end of maybe earlier this year, they had a Chinese version only. I think it might have been like the T version of the OnePlus 13.
Yeah, it looked like that. Yeah.
And it literally looked exactly like this.
I thought it looked good. I kind of like the look of this. And
so,
it's got a huge battery, which I know you're going to go over here later.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So talking about batteries, so this one is more palatable, I guess. 7,300 milliamp battery. Now you know that's going to be silicon carbon, so this thing's going to be light and
you know
fucking
damn well,
thin.
Darren, if the global version does hit, it's going to be 5,000 milliamps.
That's correct. Yeah.
So if you want this battery, we're going to have to import. So that's the question I want to ask you. I know we're going to Techtober stuff. There's a bunch of regulations in the EU and the US, and maybe not Canada, maybe Canada. I don't know. A lot of these Chinese brands are having huge batteries, but they have to be limited in global markets. Are you going to buy the global version or are you going to buy the Chinese version and try to live with it to have the bigger battery?
So OnePlus is sending me out the 15.
I know. Yeah, they are.
I don't know. They haven't told me anything, but they just said you'll get it sometime in October.
Well, you got to get the global version, I'd imagine, right?
I'm imagining it's a global version. I'd be very curious to see what the exact battery capacity is going to be. If it's 7,300, I am going to be all good.
Yeah, but even at 6,000 or 6,500, that's
it's going to still be good. I mean, the OnePlus 13 had 6,000.
Now, OnePlus is not sending me anything, so...
well, again, I mean...
through you.
I'm a little bit upset that they didn't do a big launch event again. I thought they set a bar really high last year when they sent us away to
I think the problem with it was that's a badass. The 13 was a great device,
Yeah.
doesn't sell well, and I don't think they can
Yeah.
justify the spending of that.
The cost, yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, if they had another event,
Yeah.
I'd be on that.
Oh, 100%. What does massive haptics mean?
You know, people are so weird about haptics. It
I
doesn't
know.
bother me that much. As long as
Yeah.
it vibrates when I type, which iPhone doesn't, motherfuckers.
Okay, yeah.
I'm okay with it. But that's good. People like the big haptic engine. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I always thought the OnePlus haptics were very good. Even on the 13, they were very, very good. So the one thing, there are a couple of things here that might be slight downgrades.
Yeah, the camera.
So
LYT.
the cameras are a little bit less, and there's no partnership with
yeah, but
what is it?
the rumors are there's no Hasselblad partnership. Or no.
The Hasselblad, thank you. Couldn't remember the name.
They're saying their new Vision Motion or whatever they're calling it
is apparently pretty good.
Well, they're also saying it could just be Hasselblad stuff, just
Yeah.
renamed because they don't want to pay to use the name anymore.
Look, I look at it this way. They've been partners for a number of years with Hasselblad. They must have learned some shit. So I'm assuming the cameras are going to be probably pretty good again.
And we can imagine. The
Yeah, we
cameras
can
aren't
imagine.
perfect. Cameras aren't perfect. They're not.
I don't.
But
Yeah.
they've gotten a hell of a lot better since Hasselblad joined.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first
The
year was
OnePlus 13
kinda,
cameras were great.
Oh yeah.
They were
Oh, yeah.
honestly exceptionally good.
I'm
I
sorry,
don't
Darren,
see
you know
anything
me. I'm
about.
a Vivo guy, so
I know.
nothing
Yes,
touches
I
me.
know. But I don't see anything about AquaTouch. Do you remember that technology that allows them
People
to?
You know what I think it is? It's probably there. They just don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big. Do you really think people will say, "I'm gonna buy an iPhone," but you know what? That OnePlus has AquaTouch. I'm buying that.
But that was made a big deal last year. That's why I bring that
I know,
up.
but I don't think it made a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think it had that much of an impact.
I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about AquaTouch, honestly.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I guess if I'm out in London, in the UK, where it rains a lot, maybe.
Yeah.
But here, I don't really.
I mean, it's just nice to have. I mean, you don't want them to take anything away.
It should
you know,
be something
like
mentioned, but I don't think it should be a headline feature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your cameras,
So-
your battery, your screen, those are the headline. That's what people see and use every day.
I mean, I'm curious to see how it compares to the 13. I really liked the 13. It could still be phone of the
This
year for
looks better than
2025.
13. This looks more
Sorry?
minimalistic. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The round design is... I mean, I get Vivo and Oppo doing it. I didn't like
That
the round-
sandstone finish, though, if it's like if that what is it,
Yes.
blasted something around? I think what it's called,
Like
but
Sam... Yeah, it's...
yeah, that might be beautiful in the hand, man. Like
It's a
that's
good-
gonna be like
It's a good-looking phone, and I think it's...
you know what it reminds me of?
IP69, all that stuff.
the original OnePlus. Do you remember the original OnePlus had that sandstone back?
Yes.
I have a
Yes.
funny feeling they're bringing that back. That's what I think we're gonna see here,
I
which
just wish
is
they would get a contract in the U.S. and with
Yeah.
the carriers. know
I
it's
think they would
impossible,
sell
but
better now because I feel like they've kind of got a
People
lot
don't know who they
going
are.
for them. But that's the problem. People don't know who they are. Yeah.
I think. If
I
they
mean,
got them with
Jason-
carriers though, but whatever.
You could be the spokesperson, buddy. You could be on all the billboards in Best Buy holding up your little OnePlus.
I think they'd
like-
pick MKBHD over me or Mr. No, he's.
I don't know. I don't think MKBHD has a very good relationship with OnePlus anymore. Like remember
I
it used to
have a
be.
relationship with OnePlus. I'm not saying I
Yeah.
don't want one, but I've had probably almost every OnePlus.
Plus device, yeah.
The 13 is the shortest version I had, just because
Yeah.
there's just so many damn phones during Techtober, and I don't get mine for free, so I gotta move while strike while the iron's hot and all that stuff. But this.
But the
phone
Vivo is the one we're waiting for. So for those of you who are listening, you know we heard us talk about it a lot. But the Vivo is the phone we're waiting for. The
and
X300
Vivo, please,
Pro.
if you're listening, will you
Yes,
please
we're
pause
here.
This podcast. And
I
live
will.
stream?
I will get a Vivo tattoo on my butt. That's what I'm willing to throw that
I'll
out
get
there.
a
Jason
Vivo
will get a
tattoo on
matching
my arm. What are you talking about? I'm getting my
on
butt.
his arm. We will get tattoos if you sponsor our podcast, Vivo.
I mean, the
we're
last
not
4
joking.
Vivo phones have been outstanding. I can't.
You know what,
imagine-
Jason? If they sponsor our podcast, we will do a live stream of us getting those tattoos.
Yeah, Darren.
Like,
we'll meet somewhere.
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle and we'll get our tattoos together and we will live stream that on our podcast.
I don't
Vivo.
think Vivo cares if we get tattoos.
I know they don't care, but we are the biggest Vivo fans there are. So, sponsor us.
Look,
Come
I'm
out
such a
and-
big fan that I'm actually contemplating. Darren doesn't know this, or maybe
Yes.
he does. I'm actually thinking. Now, I've had the 200 Pro this year, the global
Yep.
version, the X200 Ultra, which is only in Chinese. I'm actually contemplating buying the Vivo X200 Pro again.
Again, yeah.
The Chinese version.
Wow.
Just to have the cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, the camera, honestly, you know, the cameras, they're unbeatable. They're
Look,
unbeatable.
I got a Pixel, and it's a great device, but God,
yeah.
I don't know what Vivo does. Like, they've got some magic.
It's some magic there, buddy. Magic. Now, can we talk another big company you might have heard of, which is launching at the end of this month? So Samsung is going to be competing in the trifold market, and quite literally,
there's two companies.
I know. Well, it's like it's Huawei and these guys, but
I hate to say this, Samsung's got all the room to make all the money right now.
Yeah,
on this,
100%. They could corner this market and absolutely own it because there is no one else making trifolds besides a company that's banned.
Be sold globally.
Yeah,
well, at least not in the US, but yeah.
So listen, apparently this is being showcased at the Asia Pacific Economic Summit on October 31st and November 1st. So by the end of this month, we're going to see our first look of this trifold display. We've seen prototypes. I'm going to say $3,099.
Yeah, see, that's my problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm willing to spend that much for a
trifold.
I understand why it costs that much. The engineering is probably going to be, it's like the first fold, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is cool. This is innovation right here.
Now, I will say, and Jason knows this, I recently got a Z Fold 7. This is the first time I've hung on to a long-term folding device from Samsung. I love my Z Fold 7. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have the greatest camera. The battery's just better than okay. But there's something about it. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you,
I had that Edge. I just sold my Edge. For those listening, I know. Great phone. And I'm telling you, watch out for Prime days. If it gets down to $699 again in the US, you pick it up. Snapdragon Elite. It's the software. I'm telling you, the cameras for what you pay. Okay, $1,100. Hell no. I don't know what the Z Fold 7 is new, but I think if you can get it with discounts, trade-ins, Samsung makes very good software.
Yeah.
One UI 8 is really good. A really good.
It goes toe to toe with the Pixel OS. Like it really does.
It's
different.
It's different. I think the Pixel's more aimed at. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I like the Pixel. It's more. Hey, everyone can use it.
Yeah.
I think the Pixel's more for power users, but I see a lot of people owning Samsung devices. You know.
Yeah. Can we flash back now? I know we're running short of time here.
We're gonna go over because I gotta share something before we go.
Okay, let's go. I'll go to you. I'll pass it over to you first. Let's go to your one first. Let's go.
Okay. So there's a company.
Yes.
That's gonna release a phone every year. They are a Chinese-based company, but they do sell in the U.S. I don't know why I'm even sharing this. And I'll probably buy it.
I've seen this.
I've bought it every year. I'm an idiot. For those of you who are interested, Nubia Red Magic 11 Pro is launching October 17th, probably in China first.
Yep.
Again, gaming-centric. Now, I will say this. For those of you who are not gaming oriented, this is going to have probably not as good of cameras, but it's going to be, I'm telling you, these phones are, besides the cameras, are probably, and software updates obviously, are pretty damn good. Now, Nubia is their parent company.
Yep.
And Nubia is going to release the 80s, I think it's the Ultra 80 this year.
80, yep.
And they're more photo centric, and I hear that version is going to have some badass sensors.
Right.
But remember, everyone, sensors don't make pictures. It's all about
it's processing.
Especially in phones. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw this out here because I don't know what it is. I just fall for these stupid.
They're pretty. That's what it is. They're like cool. The pretty girl at the party.
RGB fan. It's got an RGB fan that blows through it. It's off screen. They have an under the display camera. They got like 32 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, it's crazy. So. Do
we have a picture of it yet or no? We don't have an image of it yet?
Honestly, I thought there was one in here, but I must have grabbed a different one.
Yeah.
I don't know. And usually the U.S. version, the U.S. website, North American website, I should say.
Yeah, it's from Canada.
Exactly, of course. They will kind of tease it and then like they'll have like, hey, come back on the 18th of October and pay
Yeah.
99 cents through PayPal. We'll give you $50 off when you
Yeah.
buy it. And then they have all these like slow releases. I believe Nubia and Red Magic do a fantastic job.
Oh,
Their
100%.
Customer support
Yeah.
is pretty good for what they are, but my only downside with the gaming centric are the cameras, obviously.
Yeah.
And the software support. Now, they may change that this year, but it's usually only like a couple OS updates and like maybe 4 years of security.
Yeah.
We'll know more. But look, you see this right here? It's supposed to have an 8,000
1,000.
milliamp hour
And a
battery.
Gen
Now,
5 Elite chip, which is just going to be that combo. How much longevity is that phone going to have?
well, that's the Chinese version,
Yeah.
so keep that
So,
in mind. But
yeah, you might have a slightly.
But here, it's going to have a 3D ultrasonic fingerprint. No, not optical.
Yeah.
Okay, it ain't going to have water cooling. Come on.
It could.
There's no water inside of a... Come on.
Yeah, they do that with other phones.
That's vapor, not water.
Well, okay, close enough.
Come on.
Vapor's made from water.
But it's going to have IP68. That's something new. With a fan that blows air, they've never had
Interesting.
IP68. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're someone that plays games, we'll see how this goes. They've
Yeah.
always kind of lacked. They have some, like, R chip that's supposed to help with, like, the RGB lights. And
Yeah.
that's my Techtober under-the-radar pick. I think if you guys are interested in Nubia
Yeah,
or
100%.
Magic Cell, and they're going to have a cheaper version, like $699. It's
Yeah.
going to have the best chip, gaming chops, 12 gigs of RAM. Same with Nubia as well. So that's the only thing I kind of, not the shoe here. I don't know.
Yeah.
How that,
No, 100%. Now, I just want to quickly end on something that we called, right? We're sometimes pretty accurate with our assumptions on products.
Oh, yes, 100%.
And we talked about this. This was all the way back in January. And I think it might have been Devin who was here with us when we talked about this. Friend AI. So you may remember we had our show and we were talking about this Friend AI necklace.
I love the article title.
Yeah. Now, it is finally out, and a whole bunch of tech people like Linus and
Hold
a whole
on.
bunch of
Let
other
me
people have
read for
reviewed
those
it.
listening. Like, here's the article. So there's an AI necklace you wear. It's supposed to respond back to you. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
The title of this article is "I tried the viral AI friend necklace everyone's talking about," and it's like wearing your senile, anxious grandmother around your neck. That is a great.
It is one of the greatest titles ever for an article. And anyway, this is on Fortune. You can look it up. But all of the reviews have said just how terrible of a product this is. If you have a moment, check out the Linus Tech Tips video. He just did a video on this a couple of days ago.
I haven't watched it yet.
And yeah, it was pretty dumb. And I'm going to say we called it all the way back in January. We threatened to buy it. I don't know if you remember that. I think it was $99 at the time.
We did threaten to buy it, but there's a lot of things
Yeah.
I threatened to buy.
I
through
think
this
we
show,
did.
and I haven't bought everything.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
so
listen,
I don't know,
if
guys, it's Techtober.
yeah,
We talked about Red Magic, OnePlus 15, Oppo 9,
It's-
Vivo 300. I mean, there's so many phones. The S26.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't. What?
I'm
How?
excited.
How? Like, how do you afford all these things? I don't get it. I don't
Well,
get it.
People with One Cut, those of you at One Cut Reviews, you do get some review units.
Sometimes we're lucky.
People
Sometimes.
like me on this, the lowest guy on totem pole.
Well,
buy
you're-
what we can use.
Well, I'm lucky to try these things, but a lot of the time, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, sometimes they're great and sometimes they're garbage. It's just kind of the unfortunate Techtober like dice roll.
Sure.
Right? Like you just never know what's going to be good and what's not. So I'll say if you are looking for a friend, you don't need to look at Friend AI. We're right here, and we're here every Sunday at 4 p.m. talking tech. Make sure you like and subscribe. What's wrong with you? And if you're not watching us live, check us out on Spotify, Good Pods, YouTube Music, Apple Music, even Apple Music. We are on live every week. And you can check out all of your latest and greatest tech news. So this guy over here next to me, his name is
Jason.
And I'm Darren, and we're the Tech Disruptors. And we will be back next week. Have a good week, guys.